Hello, Ohio Angel here, doing a video today on Fit Over 50, how to build muscle when you're an old person. And, so I'm doing videos on Fit Over 50, boondock camping. I'm going to do some videos on weight training at campsites and things like that. So since I do videos on the boondock camping and van life type things, from all the videos that I see on YouTube, I feel like there's a space there for someone to share their thoughts, opinions, and strategies and techniques on exercising as a nomad, training and being healthy. As a nomad, I'm seeing, even for myself, the diet gets really, really horrible. So how can we improve on that? What can we do? So I'll be sharing some of my philosophy on that, and hopefully you guys will share some of yours with me through the comments. So I'm driving right now through a beautiful place in Youngstown, Ohio, one of the most beautiful places, most beautiful place in the city of Youngstown. This is Mill Creek Park, place I love. I live pretty close to it. I get to see this at my leisure, so like 100 feet away from this beautiful park my home is. So I'm on my way right now to Planet Fitness, which is where I do 90% of my training. I'm also driving this Subaru Solterra, which is Subaru's first electric car. I have a video about that if you look through my history of videos, if you want to see some real basic videos. My videos are all real basic. I'm not a YouTuber. I guess I am, but I'm not. So anyway, but let's get back to the topic is fitness over 50, weight training and building muscle. Today I'm not going to be sharing any actual technique, but I'm going to be sharing more of my philosophy. There's a lot of philosophies. I'm going to put in the thumbnail of my picture, I'm going to put a picture of myself, of my physique at age of 55, which was in September of last year, which I feel like I'm actually in a little bit better shape than this picture I used in my thumbnail. I'm carrying a little bit more muscle. I'm carrying a little bit more fat as well, but not much. But I think overall right now I'm in better shape than I'll be in even better shape by my birthday of 56, which will also be in September. That's what I use. So one of the things in my philosophical arsenal, I guess you could call it, is I try to find dates, what I call show dates. So my show date is on my birthdays, which is September 22nd. That's the goal date I use. What I found is, I've been doing this on and off, the weight training. I've been doing since, my dad was a bodybuilder. So, if you look at my bio, it says one of the first things I ever lifted was iron. And that is true. But, as a child growing up in Youngstown, you end up finding, or anywhere in this country, but Youngstown is a little bit different. Unfortunately, it's more common for young men in Youngstown to get involved in different things than lifting weights. It's a lot easier for us, unfortunately. But so there was a lot of distraction in my younger days. I never really started getting real serious about it until I was probably in my early 20s. And then at that point, alcohol got in the way. And I drank a lot. I was drunk all the time. So even though I was still working out, I was never really able to realize the true benefits of, the healthy type of lifestyle, because, you know, it's not to say you can't drink in moderation when you're training, but for me, it just wasn't that way. I was having way too much fun. So what I would do is I would train more in the wintertime, because I also ride motorcycles. You'll see some of those videos as well. I do cross-country touring. I do iron butt runs, which are long-distance motorcycle travel. So I would do those in the summertime. And so I would work out in the wintertime. I would get in pretty good shape for winter, but when summer came, I was so busy getting drunk and riding motorcycles that, you know, I'd lose everything I gained in the wintertime. So once I stopped the alcohol and admitted that I was alcoholic, then stopped drinking, man, I'm telling you, my physique just really just took off. All of the knowledge that I had acquired in all those years, in the, you know, 30 plus years that I had been, you know, training, I got to see those results, you know, because, you know, you drink, you go out, you drink. And I was college frat type drinking. I was drinking like, you know, it was my birthday every day, almost every day. So, you know, what happens? You're drunk, then you got to come down from the drunk. So now you're eating 2 cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a gyro, and a milkshake, and another shot. So, you know, I was never able to really realize that. I would go up and then go down, go up, and, you know, I'm great in the wintertime, I'm horrible in the summertime, but so eliminating alcohol took me to another level, and I'm seeing results like I've never seen before in my training, which is great. But so if you, you know, if you're really serious about training and being fit over 50, especially, then you got to really consider how important. Is it more important than the alcohol? Is the alcohol more important? You know, and just sit back and reflect on that. You know, what do you really achieve by being a drunk? You know, and, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't cast no judgment on anybody, because I don't think I'm better than anybody, and nobody's better than me. So I'm not casting a judgment. I'm just saying, you know, what's your priority? But so anyway, today I am going to be doing shoulders today, and I'll share a little bit of philosophy that I have on shoulders. After 50, and this is going to be a recurring theme in my program, over 50, I'm not using heavy weight. So I'm more like the Kai Green. Kai Green, his philosophy is, most of the time he's doing 20 reps. He's doing higher reps, 15 to 20. And that works for us people over 50. That, in my opinion, that's the best way to do it, because if you're gonna do the 6 to 8 reps, and your joints allow you to do that, then by all means. But it's just a matter of time. You're gonna have to pay for that. You're gonna have to pay for that later on. You know, that wear and tear in your joints, you know, especially a lot of us, you know, I never did really hard labor, you know, as my employment, but there's a lot of people out here that, you know, laid bricks and did roofs, and that stuff's already wore on you. So when you're using a lighter weight, it's better, and you could achieve everything that you want to do with a lighter weight. So I would suggest, if you are going to try to gain muscle after 50, consider using what's called a drop set. Drop sets. Do some research on that. What I'll do is I'm doing, and the benefit of a drop set is, for me, is I am also, while I'm building muscle, I'm getting a cardiovascular benefit from it as well. Because, an example, my first set, I'm going to start today, I'm going to do Side lateral raises. That's my first thing. That's going to build that wide shoulder look, that muscular, that wider shoulder really gives a stance of power. So, if you're bodybuilding, if you're a body modifier, like what we are when we're bodybuilding, we're modifying our body. We can't go, it's like going to a body shop for a car and putting some add-ons, some mods. We're modifying our bodies. But so if you're going to modify your body, first find a physique that you want to aspire to. Reasonably, be reasonable. You're not going to be Arnold. Maybe you will. Chances are no. So be reasonable. But that wide shoulder always give that powerful look. So I like a wide shoulder, and I like the high caps. I call them high caps, which are the trapezes. I think that's the proper way to say it. So I like that. But for me, aesthetically, I like to be. You have to always work on symmetry. So okay, now you got the wide shoulders. You got to build the traps, and then what's up with your arms? How's your arms looking? So one of the things that I'm having a problem with is legs. I inherited my mom's small little chicken legs, but I'm modifying those. I'm taking those very serious. So when it comes to symmetry, my upper body is very symmetrical, but my legs are lacking, and I'm working double time on that. And it's my work is showing. It's coming along, and I'll share some of that with you later on down the road. But so basically, what I'm sharing with you today is just my philosophical opinion on Fit Over 50. So for me, I'm gonna say lighter weight, higher reps, and if your doctor allows you to, if your doctor says it's okay, and your heart is in good condition, your blood pressure's in good condition, you're not going to hurt yourself in any kind of way, go with the higher reps. And it won't start on day one. You build up to it. You got to build up to it. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my first set. I'm going to do about 20. And then I'm going to go straight into a lighter weight. Because when you do that, that lighter weight feels heavier. And then you can receive that benefit from a heavy weight without using a heavy weight. So I fatigue the muscle. And then once that muscle is fatigued, I feel like that's when I am getting started. So think about that. Do some research on that. Do some research on drop sets. Drop sets are good. I think they can help folks who have limitations be able to build the same amount of muscle, and sometimes in some cases even more than somebody who's in there slapping big weight around. What ends up happening a lot of times, people start to train. They see people, start that ego lifting. Ego lifting is not what you want to do. Mind, muscle connection, pump that blood into the muscle, get it fatigued, and then make it do some more. My philosophy is, I'm 55 years old, I'm going to be 56. But I'm not going to leave out of this gym until my shoulders say, I can't do another one. Me personally, I don't count sets. I do count reps, but I don't count sets. I might do 8 sets on one exercise, because that's what I need. I can't use heavy weight. So I'm just going to pound it and pound it and pound them into the ground. That's what I say. When I left the house, I told my wife, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to pound these shoulders into the dirt. Mindset. I'm going to pound them into the dirt. I'm getting myself hyped up right now. Just like you're going to walk into a boxing ring. So when I walk into this gym, I'm going to walk over to the water cooler. I'm going to drink my pre-workout. And as I'm walking down to where the weights are that I'm going to use, to me, it's like I'm walking in for a 15-round fight with Mike Tyson, and I'm going to whoop his, I'm not going to cuss, but you know what I'm saying. And that's the mindset. You got to come in here on fire. If you come in here like a lamb, nah, we coming in like wolves. We coming in like lions, ready to eat. So get your mind right. Get your hype up. Get your clearance from the doctor before you do that first. Clearance from the doctor. Then you get your mind right. Then you get your nutrients. Then you get your hype. Form mind-muscle connection. If you're in here slapping weights around, jerky, forcing jerky, nah, that's not what it's about. Form movement. Do that first. Now, when you, at the end, if you're doing some forced reps, if your body allows you to, you know, everything's working fine. You don't have any type of impingements in your joints, and you're not feeling no pain. And the last couple reps, you're a little sloppy. That's fine. Not too sloppy. You can't get too sloppy. That's where the injuries happen. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the too much of the force crazy reps. Lighter weight, high rep, mind muscle connection. Force that blood. Get that pump. You'll feel great. Your mentality changes. Your confidence changes. You might not, later on today when somebody says something stupid, you might not slap them. Maybe you will slap them. Maybe you won't. But chances are the wanting to slap somebody is going to go down once you get this workout in. Some people need to get slapped. But, you don't want to slap nobody when you don't have to. And this gym work, for me, helps me not want to slap somebody. So, talk to your doctor. Do some research. Find a physique you like. Do some research on how that person achieved that physique. Check a couple people, how they got their physique. And then find out how their philosophies, how their techniques fit into your body style, fit into your abilities, fit into your life. Get some consistency, get hype, get to the gym, get to working out, and try to make it through the day without slapping somebody. All right? Have a good day. I hope this helped somebody. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.